clips are still on here. If
Mm.
people look into my clips, some of them are like I think over 10 years old now.
Whoa!
But yeah, but at the time I was
Whoa!
doing yeah, that's why it's always kind of weird.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Voice Chat Show. And today we're going to be having GalaxySystem. They are an amazing streamer, and I am so thankful that they decided to wait until my big return. As you can see, a lot of things have changed since I did one of these chat shows. So, yeah, I hope you enjoy the ride because the conversations were really amazing. How about I start learning something new every time that I do one of these? But this time I felt like I learned way too much. As you can see, I have made another VTuber debut and I have this model. So if this is your first time meeting Saint Kai, then yeah, hello to you too. Don't forget that I do podcasts every Sunday, and also check out uh, check out the links in the description to support our guests. And yeah, if you're here, if you're still here, please hit like and subscribe, of course. All right, no more stopping you. Let's start with the show now.
You scared me again. Hi. Look at my suta. I was just like here in silence, just on Twitter, like, okay, chill.
Just noticed that. My apologies. I was checking also if I was muted in the Streamlabs, but everything is good to go. They're saying
Good.
hello to you in the chat. A familiar face.
It's good. I have to go myself.
Oh yeah. Ah. Hi everyone. Can you hear me? Can you hear us? We are ready to go.
Un follow, qué triste. Yo pensé que tenía un follow hace tiempo.
It's good.
No.
It's okay.
No, I'm not gonna say my catchphrase. Don't.
What this? They're digging lower. You can hear it? Perfect. Thank you, Gato. Thank you. It is a very odd Saturday night, but we are here and we are back. Finally back to the talk show. And guess what? It's the first time for something new as well here. So with no delay, let's move on to the screen and show you what's going on. Oh wait. I almost did an oopsie again. Once again, it's been a while, but I caught notice. I almost like show my scuffness too early. It's too early to be scuffed. That's like my signature, by the way. Everyone knows me as a VTuber who is like a scuff. If you don't particularly use that word, it just means that I'm messy. Everything is glitchy on my stream. My bolts are always like causing chaos in my stream settings.
Yeah, I hear that. I ended up putting something on YouTube anyway that was scuffed because people still wanted to see it, and it's like, well, it's scuffed, but it's there.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Let's see. The 1 and the 2 and the 3. Yay! Oh, look at the emotes. They're so cute. I believe those are your emotes.
Oh, it's my face.
Yes, it is. It's so cool. It says KK. That's in Spanish. It's so adorable. I never had an emote that it's like with reference to something in Spanish. I've been too concentrated on focusing in English.
You gotta do at least one in Spanish.
I do.
I have another one that if they put in the chat, it's fake news. It's not me.
It's I should do it. I should have a bit more identity as someone who speaks Spanish. I often forget what I do because I speak to so many people who talk in English, especially in programs like this where I am just too focused on Western audience. But I should never forget, of course, my people, my good people.
Huh.
I just wanted to say that note. And with that note, speaking of my people, hello to everyone, to you in the chat, and also hello to YouTube if you're watching this on YouTube later. I am here, not alone, for a night. Finally, it's been such a long time. Give me 1 second while I give some updates about my current situation and just things that has been going on. I think the music may be a little too loud on the stream, so let me just lower it for 1 second and give myself a heads up here. Oh, so hello there. My name is Sane. I am someone who has a talk show. I have a variety of talk shows. I do VTuber talk show. I have a podcast that is called the Insane Podcast, recently rebranded as the VTuber Goes. nothing special about that, but I just want to have different names for different types of vibe. I'm speaking of different vibes. I have recently done a VTuber re-debut. I think it's a re-debut, which is
Yeah.
basically just means that, yeah, exactly. Which is basically just means that I changed my avatar. From the last podcast to this one, I have a new form. As you can see right now, I am here showcasing my whale shark VTuber.
So
This
cute.
is thank you. Ah, but yeah, if this is your first time watching this type of show, it's where I talk to wonderful people that I met around the internet and just have a small chat, get to know them, and you get to know them as well. Give them a follow. I will be putting all their socials and links in the description. If this goes up, I'll be putting them on the stream as well. So if anybody can help me in the chat, because I see some people that actually know you, which is awesome.
Following me is what they're doing, but that's okay.
I'm following you. I can already see that. I like that. I have a guest from all over the place that sometimes we share mutual audiences, and I love that feeling because it just makes you feel like one part of the community. And in this type of field, I've learned the hard reality that you cannot, just because you're this is gonna sound a little rough. I'm just saying that not against anyone, but in this type of field, it's so good to know that you have friends that are also in the same vibe as you, and also that can share things with a lot of similarities.
Welcome.
But you can't exactly be part of everyone's side of the community. It's a really hard reality. I've just learned that because my few months being a VTuber, and I have had amazing experiences so far. I just wanted to say that. That's my talk of the day. Oh my goodness, a raid.
I may have told her that we were gonna stream in a minute.
You did. Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, thank you for the follow, Pisco
When you went
and
off to
Judy.
take care of stuff, I went off to let her know.
Oh, that's good. That's awesome. What an amazing gesture, to be honest. That's so cool. Sayori, thank you for the raid. My apologies. I am being so disrespectful. I have not let you introduce yourself.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Should I go ahead, or do you want to?
No, I'm gonna stay quiet for a minute. I'm gonna give you opportunity to introduce yourself.
Hi, everybody. I'm GalaxySystem, or Galaxy. My pronouns are they, them. Hablo español también. I think all of you know that, though, that are in the chat. And I'm wearing a shirt with my face on it. My IRL face. Kind of.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty dope.
Mm.
Oh yeah, I've seen here. Yes, Sayori, thank you so much for the raid, and also thank you so much for the introduction. It's so wonderful to finally be together and chatting because it's been a while. I already told everyone that this show has been a little delayed because I was either sick or things were going on or my computer was exploding or we were all going through something. But finally we're here. I've been looking forward to this one so much because I said earlier we share some parts of the community, and I'm already seeing here questions that I have for you according to the chat.
Oh, I'm scared.
You scared? I'll be scared.
Yeah.
Alright, time to. I don't know if I should go directly to them or let you ask you first one of the usual VTuber questions that I ask everyone, and I guess I'll do that just to break the ice and relax just a little bit. I guess the first question is gonna be simple. What's your vibe on your streams? What do you see something you usually stream? What do you do?
I knew you were gonna ask me that. And I was already thinking, what am I supposed to say? Because I do different stuff. But I think the thing I've been doing the most is playing games. But I play a lot of different types of games.
Oh.
So I either play like really old school games or platformers or visual novels or RPGs. I don't do a lot of just chatting streams because every time I think about doing it, I end up wanting to play a video game instead. So
understandable. All right, another streamer. And yeah, too many streams this week, I guess. But this time is a little different. It's a talk show. I'm not playing Pokemon or anything like that, Pokemon has been taking over my stream for the past week. I'm usually
How
also do.
nice. How nice it must be.
Oh
Sorry.
yeah, you told me the story a little bit before the stream, and I've also read your story on your Twitter.
I
The
want to play
story,
the
the unfortunate
game.
story. Can you want to share it?
It's just I decided to buy Pokemon from Japan because we didn't have any pre-orders in the United States, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, oh, there's pre-orders in Japan, and the Japanese games work on the English console, and so I did that, and I don't completely regret it, except that it took a long time to get here, but I did get it in today, and I did get my pre-order bonus, so there.
That's very unfortunate. I know Japan shipping can be very very chaotic because I order anime figures sometimes, and I don't understand this whole thing about selecting different type of shipping. It's usually priority.
Mhm.
Do you want it really really fast, or do you want it at standard speed? In Japan, when I saw on the anime figure websites, it's like, do you want this thing called SAL, or do you want this thing called with other initials? And it's like, what is all this? What does
Yeah,
it
it's
convert
much
to?
more complicated. I only know because I order stuff from Japan all the time. But the problem with this is that because it was through Amazon Japan, they didn't give me
Mm-hmm.
an option of picking the type of shipping. Because I would have given them more money to ship it quicker, but they didn't. They wouldn't let me
Oh,
do
I see. I see. No, it's very chaotic. I'm not sure what's the whole protocol to get here, but hey, I guess as long as it get there, I hope you enjoy it. I hope you enjoy it. It's a kind of a chaotic mess. I'm not gonna spoil anything about it. I
that.
think
I
you
know,
already
but
heard
yeah,
plenty.
so I've been trying to avoid spoilers on the
Mm.
internet, but I did see some of the glitches. But the thing is, I want the glitches. I want them so badly. So I'm hoping
Why?
because I love glitches in really big games that have a lot of money. Like Cyberpunk, when it was glitched, it was my
Ah,
favorite version of the game because it was so funny to me.
the
And my worry
experience.
is that they will have patched out the glitches. It's like, no, I want them. I want to fall through the world. Let me see it.
I am I get it. I get it. I play games where I like to exploit glitches like to infinity, like Sonic. But
Yeah.
however, when it comes to Pokemon, I didn't expect this because I know Pokemon hasn't have the best reputation for their graphics in the past generations. But now the glitches is okay, okay. My immersion is kind of being destroyed because I love adventuring. You know, I love self-inserting myself as the Pokemon trader and just having a chill adventure. But this adventure has not been chilled at all. I've been panicking with all the frame rate drops and the whole glitches because I had a stream and then suddenly I made for a good moment. I have to admit that I was just in the middle of a cutscene and the game just like, oh, your game has crashed. Please restart your Switch.
No, that's a bad glitch.
And I was
That's
like,
a
no.
bad one. Nothing that affects your save and nothing that affects you playing the game. But the other ones that just make you look stupid or have you fall through the ground, that's fine.
Yeah, I've seen some that are terrifying. Like some of the NPC humans are transforming into Attack on Titan levels of monstrosity. And I actually witnessed one of those because I saw some of the NPC like just distorting a little bit on the background, and I was like, "Whoa, what happened to your face or your head or your eyes?" It's
Weird.
it's
I'm gonna
a,
look all these up after I play the game because I just don't want to accidentally spoil any of the
No, no,
story.
do not, do not. I've done a
Yeah.
wonderful job at not spoiling myself for the most. The only thing I spoil myself, and I admitted it on the stream, is looking at the Pokédex because I was so curious to see who got a new evolution, a new form. What are these weird
Nope.
Pokemon look like? And I saw the entire Pokédex before the game, but I'm not
God.
gonna spoil anything about how they look. If anyone has not seen it,
I can't even open like emails from Pokemon right now because they keep putting in like, "Hey, look at this new Pokemon." It's like I don't want to know, so I can't open the email.
yeah, true, true. And not even YouTubers. I actually decided to like silence a lot of PokeTubers
Hmm.
and on YouTube because I watched a couple of them and sometimes I just leave them in the background. I'm a very big YouTuber watcher. I don't often watch TV shows these days or anime or I watch
Yeah,
them when I get small breaks. But I watch a lot of YouTube, a lot of YouTube.
I get that.
Speaking on YouTube, I saw you uploaded some videos on YouTube as well. You wanna
Yeah,
share to the chat where we can find your content?
it's on. Well, all of the places have my name.
Ooh, yes.
This one, I don't remember which number it has. Here's the problem, okay? I
Mm-hmm.
can't get the normal my normal name because it's too common, so I have to add a number.
Oh, I see. I get it.
Yeah, apparently this one's my name, Galaxy System, and then 8789. How depressing is that? Someday I'll get a better a better name on YouTube.
But it
But
happens,
yeah, that's where
happens.
I'm at.
I actually got a new
Hmm.
name last week. I changed it. Well, not particularly an entire full name. I'm still known as the branding known as Saint Cisco. But this character and this VTuber that I'm using right now for the first time, it's called Saint Kai. It's a Kai form. That's just going through my face. It was going through a small. I'm going through the whole whale shark VTuber because they're very popular. That's my. I admit it. I admit it that I'm a little bit of a jealous bitch that I want. I just want to experience what it's like to be one of the fish in the internet. I was like, oh, that's cool.
Oh, but the thing is, all the whale like sharp VTubers are also really really cute. So it's okay.
It's understandable. I mean,
Mhm.
I thought I watched a couple of them. And speaking of that, this is an amazing segue to one of the questions I ask, especially if I have a guest that is a VTuber or may know about something about it. Surprisingly, you may not know this, but some VTubers that I've had in this show do not actually watch other VTubers at all, or barely, or
How
because
is that possible?
yeah, I guess they just like the technical stuff about it, but they don't really watch a
Oh.
lot of them. And with that, I will ask you: do you particularly watch any kind of VTuber content, or where do you start it? What's your origin when it comes to this? Is the
Oh
first
my
time that I saw
god.
a VTuber, and it's piqued my curiosity.
I mean, I used to see Kizuna Ai a little bit back in the day,
One of the
and I
OG.
also like Hatsune Miku, right? So because I feel like that, I know she's not technically a VTuber, but pretty much, you know. Um, and then I was watching Hololive JP, and
Ah,
then
yeah.
after the pandemic started, they finally got the EN branch, and then that was it for me forever. So I mostly watch Hololive, except I do watch a few of the V Shoujo girls.
Oh, VTuber, yeah.
Mostly Iron Mouse and anyone from Hololive who ends up on V Shoujo, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Um,
Representing Iron Mouse.
hmm She's the only one that I saw separately even before, obviously, because it's like, oh, it's a Boricua, so I'm gonna watch her. But
Yeah.
all of the Hololive girls from any country, I don't care. I like too many of
Mm-hmm.
them, and so most of my money goes into merch, and it's a problem that I have.
You have VTuber merch?
I have too much VTuber merch and I should stop.
What? I actually have a Hololive calendar that has been sitting on my desk for a while. At this and on this month, the picture that I'm staring at right now is actually Mume. It's the owl that has like some
Oh,
creepy.
that's different than the one I have. I have the one of all of Hololive.
Mhm.
I got it what was it for? I forget. I'm looking at it on the wall. The one for this month is the EN girls, the first group.
Hi, Mori, Gura, Amelia
Yeah,
Watson.
yeah.
Look at us
But it
nerding
has
about
Iris
VTubers.
too. I don't know why.
Iris. Oh, because Iris. Okay, Iris is a bit of a weird. Look at us nerding about VTuber already. So, so Iris is a bit of a special case because she falls in
Yeah.
a very odd position. She's not really Gen 1. She's not really Gen 2. She's more like a. She was an experiment, and more like
Yeah.
a bridge between the gaps. And it just so happens that last week they announced that she's finally getting a new model,
Well,
which is
I
a
know,
little
because
bit
it's
odd.
happening now,
Oh
and
yeah, at this moment,
I'm
yeah.
not watching it.
We are not watching it, but we'll see plenty of it online. We will.
Yeah,
Um,
I'm gonna watch after. No, so actually, I noticed that when Sana left, she's been spending a lot more time with the council girls.
mhm.
I think partly to make them into maybe a rounder number for their group. You know.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Hmm. Do you know? I got to meet a lot of them IRL. Did you know that?
Oh, tell me about that. To be, I've never. I know it
Yeah.
happened in conventions. They
Yes.
had a Holofest. I
Yes.
think it was in the
So So the first one that happened was near me because it was Crunchyroll, right? And
Oh,
I live close to
cool.
San Francisco, which is Crunchyroll's base, so I went to their convention. And I actually got to meet Yago before he announced that he was there. I have a picture of myself IRL with Yago. And so I may have met three of the Hololive girls that weekend.
That is
So
amazing. I'm so
yeah,
jealous.
I got to see Iris and Maury and Ollie. Ollie, who is my favorite of all time. And Ollie
Ollie.
said that I could join her harem, and then I just died.
Ollie is so precious. Isn't she's from the Indonesian?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, she is. She was surprised how many people were there for her, and I'm like, Ollie, you don't understand. You're my favorite like VTuber. Because she is, and she was like, really? And she was very cute.
I often talk about how Ollie reminds me of like a Monster High character.
How
Yeah,
so?
because the model has like that vibe. Because Monster High, it's all about monster
Mm-hmm.
girls, and the monster
That's
girls,
true.
it's got that. Some of them got the stitches. They're really vibrant, red and black and white, just like a VTuber that's here in the chat.
That's true. That's true. Have you seen her new outfit though? Her new outfit is very like high fashion.
Yeah, I have. I definitely. I love Ollie. She's a bit of a complicated watch for me because
Hmm.
she just changes. She has this amazing ability to juggle like 3 different language on stream. I'm
Yeah.
at the same time, I was like, whoa, this is amazing, but it's also kind of intimidating to watch because I kind of want to hear. It's either talk to me all in Japanese in one language or talk to me all in English because it's like I don't. It's not like I have a problem. It's just it gets confusing. I was like,
Hmm.
when is it? What's the language she's specifically talking about? And it's like, okay, I get it now. I just get haywire. My balls just start exploding all over the place when I hear her talk. But she's amazing.
No, it makes sense, but it's interesting because if I watch her live, it's super late for me, right? Because of the time difference.
Uh huh.
And I usually understand her fine, except Indonesian, but she usually is just repeating whatever she's saying in Indonesian. And that's what she normally does. Normally when she says stuff, she's saying the same thing in all languages. Almost always. So you can
That's
just
awesome.
ignore the other languages you don't know.
No, it's okay. It's just I have some. I may have a little bit of a lack of attention, or my attention just gets easily distracted. Because so the chat pointed out at me. They call me out on my ADHD, and it happens. It happens
Oh,
every time when I'm trying to focus on something. So it may be difficult for me to not pay attention to it.
no wonder. Because I just block out the Indonesian. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm not going to pay attention to it. So.
Understandable. Okay, so okay, if we stay here talking about Hololive, I'm pretty sure that since we have all that in common, we are going to be here for a while. But speaking
That's
about
why
that,
I stopped. Because I'm like, if I keep going, I'll just go on and on. So it's like, let me
definitely
shut up for a minute.
we could talk about that later as we go on. But anyways, at the moment, I really want to take a small segue here to get to know you a little better because that's practically the purpose of this talk show. And speaking of that, I guess I'm gonna address the chat that has been helping me here with some minor questions and statements that I'm curious about. So I hope you're okay with that.
Yeah.
Let's see. The first one here, Macpuyo said, que diga su catchphrase. Que diga su catchphrase. What's your catchphrase?
I don't have a catchphrase, but but I might use bad language on stream a lot, especially in
Oh.
Spanish.
I mean, I'm
So it might
okay.
not be appropriate for younger viewers.
Okay, this is alright. I mean, you can say all that here. You have freedom here to say whatever because
But
this is
it's weird when I'm on the spot. It's more that every time I
okay.
play, I just start saying like lo coño carajo really quickly because I'm so upset.
Coño carajo.
So
With
it's
me,
a
it's like
common thing.
with me, it's just yeah, either slow, very low, very not low. What's up? Very low. Say like puñeta. That's it.
Hmm.
Because I'm just like mad sometimes, but it barely comes out because I mostly talk in English.
No, so even if I'm doing an English only stream, my insults are in Spanish. It's like blah blah blah, puñeta, and then it's really loud, and that's why they make fun of me.
I'm just reading here the shark. Sayori is making fun of me because of the whole baby shark
I
situation, and
saw.
this has been going on with me. I am not baby shark, okay? I
Are
will
you
get
Mama
sued
Shark
by baby shark. Mama shark. I'm not mama shark. I'm not baby shark.
or
I am
Grandma
whale
Shark?
shark.
I guess if you want to.
Ay, ay, Dios mío. Baby shark. Eso empezó con micrófono on Twitter.
Yeah,
En el debut también. So
I
it's
mean,
like, but no, it's fun. It's fun on games. I like it. I already told them that I'm okay with it. But it's just often it's been 0 days since I've been called Baby Shark on stream. Just putting it out there.
I'm not surprised.
Let's see. What is this comment here? Galaxy notes loads of old movies can make the most obscure reference they know about what it is. Is that true?
Yes, that is true. and I see who it was. So especially when Macpullo says something, I feel like often the expectation is that I won't know, and it's like not only do I know what you're saying, I also know the quote. I remember I watched a lot of movies and I remember way too much about them.
I used to. I said earlier that I haven't been watching that much media lately, aside from just a little bit of anime whenever I can. I did
Hmm.
last year watch like a marathon One Piece miraculously,
Oh
and
my
I
god.
it's is that something you watch? You watch anime as well?
No.
You don't watch
No.
anime? What?
No, no, I watch anime. I just don't
Ah,
watch One Piece. Please,
oh,
please don't at me.
it's okay. It's understandable.
So when you said you caught up, I just felt it because all I could think was, wow, you could have watched so many anime with that time.
I even went to the movie theaters about 2 weeks ago to watch the One Piece movie, and
Okay, I don't even like One Piece, and I saw the movie. It was really good.
good. Oh, Pog, that's so good to hear. I'm so happy. Every
Yeah,
time you have no idea how happy that makes me because every time that I hear like, oh, this person that does not watch One Piece watched the movie and they enjoyed it because it's so good. It's just
yeah, it
it
is.
works as just it's a legitimate just an anime movie. It's a good One Piece movie, but it's more importantly it's a good anime watch, and that's the
Yeah,
part of it.
it is.
You can
It is.
enjoy it the same way you enjoy like a Ghibli movie or something like that because it's just a spectacle.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Yeah, and thankfully, I had read the first few volumes of One Piece. I just gave up, but
Hmm.
so I at least
Understandable.
knew most of the main characters.
That's crazy. And what about movie? What's your vibe when it comes to watching movies? Do you prefer have a specific genre, or are you a very variety
I
watcher?
prefer psychological horror.
Oh, surprise
Yeah,
me.
yeah, that sounds like oh, it's either that or horror, and I mean, but I'll watch almost anything.
Hmm.
So yeah,
That's cool. That's
just about.
cool. I ain't that picky. I am not that picky when it comes to watching movies. I keep but what was the last thing I saw? I was about to say Breaking Bad, and that's not a movie. That's a TV series.
No.
No, but I have watched. I've been catching up with like some Netflix shows that are just really good. Because of my mom, I've been watching like Korean dramas, and
Oh, have you seen the great, what was it? The Great Attorney Woo or something? I started that
oh,
one.
that sounds so familiar.
It's on Netflix. It came up, it started recent, or like they posted it not too long ago.
No, the last one I saw was Vicenzo. Vicenzo. It's like an Italian mafia. It's like an Italian Korean mafia boss, which is an odd combination, but it just
Oh,
works. It's so good.
interesting.
It has that vibe
Wait,
of unity with the characters. It just works so well.
wait, have you seen have you seen the Princess Switch on Netflix?
Princess Switch.
Uh-huh.
Princess. It
Or
sounds so
any of
familiar.
those?
No, I
They're
when
like
I
the
watch Princess
Vanessa
Switch.
Hudgens movie.
I don't. I doubt it. Probably my mom talk about it. That's why I'm probably. It's this. It says here, Princess Switch. It's wow. It's like really from 2018 to 2021 here.
Hmm.
I'm actually googling it. Princess Switch. It looks so
Maybe you should
familiar, but
watch
I
that.
haven't. No, my mom probably talk about it because she's a big nerd when it comes to Korean dramas and
No,
stuff.
this one is not Korean. This is an American movie
Oh,
with
really?
Vanessa
Wait,
Hudgens, who's the
what?
girl. Yeah,
Oh,
she's the girl from
oops, my
from High
mistake.
School Musical.
Oh,
The girl.
oh, okay, I see, I see.
Hmm.
My bad on
It's
that.
not a good movie, but you should watch it. You should watch
Not a
all of
good.
them.
Oh, I like the way you think when it comes to that. Sometimes there are movies that are just genuinely bad, and I'm like, okay, I
Hmm.
gotta watch it because people say it's bad, but you gotta watch it. Is
Hmm.
it
Hmm.
bad? Like you can't don't watch it because you're gonna hurt yourself, or is it bad that you're gonna be like, oh, this is a spectacle. Let me just watch
I feel
this.
like it's like funny bad. Because it's the type of movie where they switch two characters, right? I'm not going to tell you what happens, but you know. But then they make a sequel and then they make a third movie and you're like, how many people are they going to switch this time? Like what's happening? And so Vanessa Hudgens she just keeps playing different characters in each movie. Like more characters
That's
who
pretty
all look
cool.
the same because it's just her.
It's just her.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I guess I got a bit in common that all the VTubers in my set are
Exactly.
just me. I thought I was like for 1 second. Wait a minute. Are they telling a reference
Hmm.
about me?
Hmm.
They telling it. Is this a reference about me? Are they calling
If
me
you
out?
watch the movies, please tell me if you relate to their life.
Okay, I guess I gotta put it in my watch. I have
Mhm.
okay, as someone who is um a VTuber who has like talk show or podcast and a bunch of stuff that I juggle at once. I have a white eraser board next to me where I start pointing out details of things that people tell me to talk about on Sunday podcasts or things that I
Mhm.
need to watch. And at this moment, yeah, last night I was told to watch an anime called Nisekoi. So now I got that, and now I gotta add
Oh
this.
yeah. That was supposed to be good. I haven't seen the anime or the manga, but I know that when the manga ended recently, it was like a big deal. If it's the one
Mm-hmm.
if I'm right about the one I'm
All right.
thinking.
So tell us a little bit about your anime history, because we usually ask questions that
Oh my
about
god.
anime history. Because you'd be surprising. I have people that are not VTubers, and they're like, "Yeah, I'm like the biggest anime fan." And then I have people that are VTubers, and they're like, "I barely watch or barely fan of of an anime."
Hmm.
And it's like you're in the field that mostly originated from weeb or anime culture, and
Yeah.
that's odd. It's odd, but at the same time, it's understandable because it's a big
Huh.
world.
No, I've watched too much anime for too long, but also not enough. So I don't. I even
Same.
yeah, because I feel like there's some really popular anime that I haven't had time to watch, but there's also a lot of really old random anime that I've watched, and I used to see them only in Spanish back in Puerto Rico, right?
Oh,
Um,
Spanish
so
anime hits hard.
right, the dubs are not bad if they're in Spanish. They're only bad if they're in English, and then I can't do it.
Why? That's
Um,
so odd. Maybe it's because of the flat accent or just the choice of words. Sometimes they say.
yeah, I think the voice actors in English tend to be not very good.
No.
So
I have friends
but the
that are voice
Spanish
actors.
ones, they're just oddly better. I don't know. But yeah, I what do you want to talk about with anime? Because was it yesterday? Yeah, yesterday in stream, I was trying to explain to the people in chat that there's anime for children because some of them didn't believe me. So we went on a whole tangent about it for a
Oh, there
while.
definitely is. That's an
Yeah, I
easy
know. That's what I
thing
was
to point
saying. It's
out.
like, of course.
Yeah.
And it's like, and not only is there anime for children, most of the anime that you've watched is meant for children.
Yeah, shonen.
That's what I
It's
told.
literally on the name, shonen.
That is exactly what I wrote in the chat. I'm like,
No
shonen
time
is
for anime.
boys and shoujo is girls, and they're like, "What are you talking about?" It's like, what are you talking about? But yeah, I watch a lot. I mean, right now, what I don't know what you're watching right now, but I'm really enjoying the new Gundam because I love Gundam so
Oh yeah,
much.
the Mercury Witch.
Yeah.
I love Gundam.
Mm.
I'm like a casual Gundam fan. I know that's a sacrilege. The
That's
and
okay.
kind of weird because I have a lot of Gundam figures, but I haven't watched all of them. But I watch a pretty decent amount that I can probably defend myself with some of the robots. I can pinpoint them out. And I'm a bit advocate for saying that Ironblood Orphan is probably one of the good entry points for Gundam.
You know what's funny? I haven't watched that one yet, even though I know that I'll like it a lot.
It's so
S-
good, and
I
it's so
know,
unique,
but
so
over the
different.
pandemic, I told myself I was gonna watch all of Gundam in chronological order, and
Uh-huh.
because I work a lot, it's taken me a long time, and I'm
Mm.
still in the because I'm watching it in chronological order in UC. You know what I mean? Yeah.
MUC. What's the MUC start for? What's that?
It's like the mainline Gundam, so I don't want to watch Iron Blooded Orphans until I finish the mainline Gundam because that one isn't.
Ah. Okay. I've heard about this.
Yeah,
There's
it's
like
the
a.
timeline's really confusing. My
Okay.
exception
Yeah.
is because
Exactly.
Witch of Mercury is coming out now, and I have to watch it live.
They say Witch of Mercury falls like almost at the end of the timeline. It's like the latest. It's very far in the future.
I'm trying not to think about that, but yes, that's true.
I don't think they're legit about the timeline. That from my experience, I think they're just making that up to make it sound cooler. I think
Okay,
they.
you say that, but people have put a lot of time into this. So I have two different timelines I use for picking which is the next series I'm supposed to watch
You
or
see that
read.
one? True. I think you will like it, Sayori. I think it's something. It's really cool. It's very. The Witch of Mercury is very. It's also a very good entry point because it's
Yeah.
so it's so fun, and Gundam usually isn't usually fun. Gundam is chaotic or dramatic or very novela.
Yes.
Just they talk a
Yes.
lot about war, and this one, of course, war is going on. There's a whole exploiting children with Gundam, but however, this
Per
one has the
usual.
whole, this one has the shoujo and the whole stuff. It's very, it has all kinds of feel integrated into one, which is kind of controversial, but I like it. I'm
I
all
love
in
it.
for it. I love it too.
Because it's kind of like they're using a lot of Utena elements and they're referencing Utena a lot,
Yes.
you know? So I appreciate that. But yeah, it's very different. Normally, you're totally right. It's either much more war heavy, which I like, I mean, but
Mm-hmm.
I don't always want to watch that. Or yeah, it's so dramatic. Like they'll start yelling people's names over and over again for no reason. You're like, "Ay, carajo." Like, chill out.
Iron offense, yeah, Iron Bot offense is good, definitely. Um, if we keep talking about Gundam, we're probably gonna be here for quite a while.
That's why I keep stopping myself because I'm like I can talk about any of these things forever, but that's I probably shouldn't.
Anybody got anything to ask Galaxy on the chat? Please let me know. While I keep asking the standard questions, anything you want to point out, just let me know. It's been going so far so good. My computer hasn't exploded. I'm sorry if I sound a little odd tonight, everyone. I just been like multitasking, looking at some settings in my PC because this is like my return to the talk show, and it's been a wonderful experience. Thank you so much for this so far.
Everything's going fine, so let's not jinx it. It'll be fine the whole time.
I have that's like also one of my trademarks. I love like pointing stuff out because I'm just overly analytical when it comes to either gaming or just everything in general in life. It's my ADHD to the max. It's like I'm it's like I'm a robot just trying to hyper analyze everything, and sometimes I malfunction. That has actually happened to me on stream. I actually had a stream where I was going so crazy, hyper analyzing information, and I have ever since uh my whole journey with my health condition started about 2 years ago. I have symptoms of epilepsy and seizure. This is a strong topic. However, it's important to point out, I guess I haven't said this on one of the talk shows. I actually had epilepsy symptoms on one of the streams. And I was like, oh my goodness, what's going on here? I felt so dizzy, and everything felt like it was squeezing down. I was running down. I was choking. My breath was just going away, and I had to look away from the screen because I was playing this. I was playing this game where you fight like a bunch of enemies. It's like a survival game, and just the fact that I was staring at that screen with all the bright, shiny, colorful effects, it was like, whoa. What's happening? And the whole stream was like, Thane, are you okay? Thane, you alive? I was like, oh, I feel a little tired. I was just playing it cool.
Do you think it was like it induced the seizure because of all the flashes?
I think it was that. It was exactly that.
Yeah.
Well, with that information, I wanted to ask you because you have history with streaming, of course. You're a streamer. You have streamed your games, stuff like that. When it comes to streamers, I always like to point out that I met all kinds of people that either do it very casually or are very avid about it. It's their favorite hobby, or sometimes they just do it like once every blue moon. I've actually had guests here where they're like, oh yeah, once or twice a month I come on live just to test the grounds, and they like it, they love it. Mostly a positive experience for the most people. I wanted to ask you, how long have you been in this field?
That's a bit hard to answer. So if people actually look into I think some of my clips are still on here. If people look into my clips, some of them are like, I think over 10 years old now.
Whoa!
But yeah, but at the time I was doing, yeah, that's why it's always kind of weird. But because I was doing a bunch of like university things, it got to the point where I couldn't study, work, and stream, you know?
Yeah.
So then I stopped so I had to stop for a really long time. And then once my work was a little bit better, and the pandemic was around, I'm like, I should really get back into streaming. But if I want to go back into streaming, I want to like be a VTuber and all this stuff. Because before I just didn't have a camera on anyway. So the clips are just me talking over what I'm playing. And anyway, so then in that sense, I've been streaming more often for about 2 or 3 years, right? But again, I started like I have to go check one of those old clips, but it was at least 10 years ago.
Okay, I see. I see. Wow,
Yeah.
that's a kind of a record. It's a thing I've never had someone who has content available, or at least that they can say that is almost 10 years old.
Yeah, I mean, okay, to that point, I don't think that Twitch existed yet or something, or maybe. So I actually used to stream on Justin TV back in the day, and then that turned into
Sounds familiar.
Ustream or UTV.
Hmm.
Basically, the companies kept buying each other until all my
Ah,
content ended up on Twitch.
I see. I see.
Because Twitch kept buying, either Twitch was created from that or they bought the other companies. So to get back into my account took me almost a year because they were like, well, how do we know if it's really you? And it's like, it's really me. It's just been a long time and I don't have access to that email either. But eventually I got it. So this is the same account I had then, but on a different website, but also not really.
That's that's very interesting. I've never ever. Heck, I can't even remember all the names you just mentioned, like the whole UStream, all that. I don't.
Hmm.
They sound like a feint of when. Like, oh, okay, is that what is that? My head is like trying to
Yeah.
remember any of that, and I've never. The thing is, myself, I can share my information, some information with you. I started doing everything about this since the month of May. May since I began
Wow.
since I debuted it. I have not been on this field for a long time because I just like you, I've been always too focused on either working multiple jobs,
Hmm.
trying to just make a living, or playing a bunch of video games, or watching an anime, or working in my previous business, which was I used to work in anime conventions a lot, very frequently back in PR.
Cool.
And ever since I moved to the US, it's just been work, 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 work. And
Hmm.
but I can say that since for the longest time, I've always been curious about the field. I just never dabbled anything in it. And now that I've been in this situation that I am mostly at home these days, I'm like, why not give it a try now? I think it's a better time than ever. And it was
Yeah.
supposed to be a good time a long time ago, but hey, I'm enjoying it so far. I love it. I love this field.
But I'm surprised that it hasn't been that long, and you have so many cute avatars. And now I feel like I have to up my game.
I think I just got a little bit. I don't want to say addicted, but I just fell in love with it. It's just so fun. I love being as creative as possible. I love exploring all kinds of field. You know, my ADHD wants me to try everything. Oh, what's this? What's that? And oh, let me try
Hmm.
Vroid. Oh, because and oh, let me try this program. Oh, let me try 2D. Oh, let me. I actually even I double down on everything that I've always wanted to do since the month of May. A little bit of April, but mostly May. I never even like drawn that much digital, and I got an iPad, and I decided, oh, let's draw stuff myself, and let's do everything
So
in the month of May.
cool.
Yeah, and that's my journey pretty much. And my journey is not that long. And I started this project like after the first month of the video. I was like, I want to have a talk show because I know that playing games on stream is not usually my forte. I notice that sometimes my stream adventures are very chaotic. I don't get anywhere. They call me zero progress streamer.
Are you really that bad at games? I have to go look at some of your game streams and see this.
It's not that I'm bad. I'm pretty sure someone here called Shuffle can pretty much tell you that I am not bad at games. It's just that I get super distracted. For example, Pokemon is one of the culprits. Yeah, it's like, oh, go to the gym, go to the second gym. And it's like, nope, I have to find every item that is on the floor, fight every trainer, catch every Pokemon on this route, catch, just explore to every NPC. And oh, what's that? I have
Hmm.
to do this kind of thing. Oh, but I would like this Pokemon with this specific element. Oh, this nature. And yeah, I just like that's,
Oh.
and then oh, 2 hours have passed. Oh, jeez, look at the time. It's time to end the stream. It's saying you made zero progress on your stream.
Uh, that only happens to me with like Breath of the Wild. It happened to me all the time. And every time I play Genshin, I'm so behind on the story because I just cook and talk to waifus, and then that's it. That's my time.
Did somebody say Genshin? That's
Do
the
you
game I
also
play
play
too.
Genshin?
Yeah, I play. I am very,
Oh
very
no.
addicted to Genshin. I play so much
Oh
right now. I just
no.
dropped on the chat. I just dropped some Kokomi emotes that I have.
Oh, that's so cute. So I've been too busy with everything, so I'm super behind. I haven't even finished like Inazuma and I haven't
Ah,
unlocked Sumeru yet. That's how behind I am.
oh wow, you're missing out on
But
a lot.
but I went in and may have spent real money on
Oh
Naima, the
no.
girl.
Nahida?
Yes, yes, yes.
Nahida.
Because I have an all kids team. So when I saw that they had a new kid, I'm like, well, I need her for
The
my kid
kids.
only team.
They're
And then
so
I went
precious.
on and I got her.
I actually I made a mistake because of my whole collective mentality when it comes to getting all the characters. I pulled for Albedo because I didn't have Albedo, and then I missed my chance to get Nahida. And I was like, oh, I should have gotten for the best character. Nope. I went for Albedo.
But she's so cute though.
I was supposed to save them my gems for Nahida, but I missed her. But you know, it
Mm.
happens. I try to collect every character. I don't spend money in the game aside from the Welking Pass,
Mm.
the Welking Moon thingy, and that's about it. Sometimes the Battle Pass, but buying gems directly, that's a no-no.
This is why I have problems.
Because aside from that, I have spent almost like 1,000 hours in the game, just trying to collect
Oh,
every treasure, every event. I'm almost up to date. This is the farthest that I have been behind in the game because I've been just busy. But I'm in Sumeru. I'm almost done with all the events. It's just that
wow.
I've been just busy. Been busy.
Yeah, I was up to date, but then I had to start a
Gotcha.
new job a few months ago.
Oh.
I forget, sometime this year. And so because of that, it was like, oh, never mind. So it's okay. Eventually, I'm going to play more on stream so I can actually get through the plot because I realize that if I play it on stream, it will keep me a little bit more focused so that I'll do the
Mm-hmm.
plot instead of being like, let me just cook all the things and not do anything. Like,
In my case, I feel like there are some games. I said that I'm more of a streamer that just likes to chat. In my case, because I'm self-aware that I can make a lot of progress on stream because I just get distracted also with chat because I love it. It's my favorite pastime, just chatting with people. Even if it's individual,
mhm.
even if it's like one watcher or two watcher only, I just decide to, hey, I mean, let's chat together because that's probably what you're here for. And I'm not doing it for them only. I'm doing it also for myself. It also
Yeah.
helps with my self. Just self improvement, meeting people online, and this field has been like really good to me. And in terms of like my emotional stuff,
That makes a lot of
it
sense.
has its ups and downs. And with that, I ask you, can you share at least a positive experience that you had on stream as a
I
streamer?
feel I feel like most of my experiences have been positive, thankfully. But I think what I've enjoyed the most is just meeting other people, like you and other
Hmm,
streamers or just other people in the chat. That's been the
I
best
guess.
thing because especially since I live very far from Puerto Rico, or it feels that way, it's
Uh-huh.
nice to meet so many other Boricuas, and this has been the easiest way to meet that many Boricuas because there are none where I live. So I feel like that's been the nicest part. Like, oh, there's like other people like me. That's nice.
Yeah, it is amazing.
Hmm.
Um, oh, what? Okay. Um, How about I usually ask this to everybody just in case they have one or not? Any particular experiences as a streamer that stands out that is like really funny or really chaotic, that something may have happened, or anything like that that you can share with us?
I feel like I do a lot of random things, but I'm trying to remember. I feel like people in the chat probably know more than I do. Uh, I don't know. I mean, I think sometimes people enjoy when I lose my temper. I mean, I'm not losing my temper for real, but somewhat.
Ah.
Like when I curse and get really frustrated, people
Mm-hmm.
seem to enjoy that. Um, yeah, or when I go off on random tangents, I've noticed people kind of enjoy that too. But then I'm trying to focus and then I'm going off on a tangent, like yesterday, like about random anime for kids or
Ah, yeah, yeah.
I don't know, just things like
I would have loved to be
any
there.
random fact.
I would have loved to be there because I'm with you when it comes to the whole. People say, "Oh, some anime is not for kids." The culture is different, so content from Japan may look a little rougher, but it's still a shonen show. It's still
Hmm.
if the category is as that, it means that it is intended for either all audiences or
Hmm.
mainly for kids or teens.
Exactly, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, actually, to that point, I was going through my viewer like rewards, the ones for like points and stuff
Yeah.
yesterday, and I added two. We'll see who uses them. Specifically, where if somebody redeems it, I'll give them a random anime fact because I know so many random anime facts that
Oh,
I'm wondering what will
look at
happen.
that. Movie facts, Anime
I should
facts.
add a movie one too, actually.
I cannot do that. I'm like the opposite. I probably can nerd about something if I'm in the zone, because if I got the vibe. But if you ask me on the spot, I'm probably gonna like drop my spaghetti on the floor and not know anything. When in fact, I actually do know a lot about the topic.
Oh, see, that
It's just
happens
that
to me
way.
with more serious stuff. But when it comes to anime, it's like no, I can just go off about so
Mm.
many random facts that I know.
All it takes for me to fix that is just take a couple of steps back and be like, okay, Sane, let's just focus on this for 1 minute and just try to organize all the thoughts and actually answer the question properly. Just I gotta make an hypothesis and a proper plan. And at the end of the day, it's probably for something very insignificant, and I overly prepare for
Mhm.
that because I usually don't like to miss any details. It be like that for me.
That makes sense. Actually, have you been to like a Kinokuniya yet since you're in the United States? I think you're in the United States, right?
Yes, I am.
Yeah.
Akino Kuni? What's that?
I'll write it. Hold on.
Okay, Kino Kuni.
I'm putting it in the chat. It's like a Japanese
Kino.
bookstore that there's a few of them in the
Um,
United States. And it's kind of cool because if you go, you can order like more interesting stuff, but also it's very Japanese in the sense that they still have the same like cultural values and rules that they would have in Japan in a bookstore. You know what I mean?
I'm
So when you
actually
go in, it's
checking.
kind of interesting because it's like, no, this is because it's a chain in Japan. It
Ah,
kind of feels like you're going to a bookstore in Japan because they don't change anything for the bookstores here. The only thing that they change is that they add some English books. That's it.
I see. I see. I know. No, I
Hmm.
have not been to any of those. The only bookstores that I do go very, very frequently, it's like Barnes and Nobles and Books a Million.
See, but this is like the opposite. Like in this one, you can't read anything. Everything is sealed. It's a very Japanese bookstore experience.
Hmm, that's a cool
I don't know how
experience.
to explain it. Like if you ever saw that anime with the guy que parecía como una calavera, like a
Yes,
skeleton.
yes, yes, yes. I know what
Yes.
you're talking about. It's like a
So
cash register.
he
The
works at a Kinokuniya for sure.
hmm,
When I
that's
was
what it
watching it,
is.
it's like, yeah, this is Kinokuniya.
Oh, fun fact on stream. Let's go.
Yeah. Because I was just watching it, it's like I know exactly where this is because there's some near me. So it's like, yeah, this is how they all are. Everything he was doing in the anime, it's like that's all true. All of it's real.
Yeah, I just searched where's the nearest one for me, and it says it's like a couple of countries, not countries, yeah, away from
States?
you. It's a couple of states away from you. Thank you. It's
That's
like,
really
oh,
disgusting.
I don't think I'm visiting one anytime soon.
That sucks. You
But
can
I'll keep
still
on looking.
order online. Their shipping is not bad if you're in the United States.
Yeah, I am pretty sure. But if I do go to New York, which is saying that it's the nearest,
Oh,
and that it's
that
not
there's one in New
near,
York, yes.
and it's not near, that's not near me at all. I mean, in terms of
Oh,
like driving, it's like a
oh.
lot of hours away from me.
I
But
think what you're
it's
saying is that you have to visit New York because then you can go there and
oh
do they still have a Pokemon Center in New York?
yeah, I believe they do.
Yeah, so do that too.
Isn't it supposed
Get
to
all
be?
the
I know I
Pokemon.
have people here in the chat that have been there. Correct me if I'm right. Isn't the Pokemon store the same as the Nintendo store? They're just like one fused together store. I think at some
Oh, is
point
it?
it used to be. I think it used to be at some point separate retails, but
That's what I thought.
at some point they decided to just fuse them together.
That's not the same. You have to have a real Pokemon Center.
I always wanted to visit one when I was a kid and never got the opportunity.
Me
Yeah.
either, but they exist in Japan for real. Someday we'll go.
Yeah, thank you for correcting me, Maiden. The Maiden said it's a Nintendo World. It used to be the center eons ago, like a long time ago. It was actually the center,
That's
but
what
then
I
it changed.
thought.
It changed to the Nintendo store. They just put it together in
See,
one.
and in Seattle, which is not close but closer than
Mm-hmm.
New York, they had a Pokemon kiosk, and they also got
Mm,
rid of that. It was like a really fancy vending machine with like four different vending machines
amazing.
together, and it also had TVs playing Pokemon 24/7, so you could get Pokemon Center exclusive stuff at the vending machine.
That's awesome. I love
Yeah,
my
it's really
Pokemon.
cool.
Pokemon experience is so good when it comes to if you really. I remember back in the day when they used to give like the. I mean, they still do this, but it just feels a little different these days. Like, they do distributions now online, which is a lot more convenient. But I remember
Mm-hmm.
my first time going all the way to like Toys R Us to get the first event Pokemon from Pokemon Diamond and
Yeah,
Pearl, and they gave like a keychain with it and all that
that's
kind of.
insane. No, Toys R Us they gave the best pre-order bonuses in the United States. That's why we don't have anything now.
They used to. And that was
Yeah.
awesome. And they even gave like a little certificate, like, congrats, you got this Pokemon.
Oh,
and I
That's
still
so
have that
cute.
I still have that Darkrai in my Pokemon Home application, which
That's
is
very
it's
cute.
so memorable. And these days, it's like, all right, you want a free shiny Pokemon legendary that you're supposed to catch at the end of the game? Click Mr. GIF or go to your local Best Buy.
Yeah, I know.
Go
It's
to
not
your
the
local Best Buy.
same.
No, it's not the same, and they don't give nothing. They're
Hmm.
like, yeah, they're like, either they give all the codes to like the first people that show up there, or
Hmm.
I don't know. It's just a weird experience.
Yeah, yeah, no, you're right. Around here, I can never get them because the area's too big, so there's a lot of people who end up getting the codes before I even go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Speaking of things that you like, we seem to have a lot in common with taste, but different experiences. That's awesome. Speaking of different
Yeah.
experiences, you mentioned no, you mentioned this. I saw on one of the first look, okay, look at this. The first stream that I saw you streaming was a horse gotcha game.
Oh, oh no. Wait, was it the Horse Prince? That's what you're talking about, right?
I think that's what it is. It was weird. It was very weird. I was like,
Oh my
this is
God.
going to be
Okay,
interesting.
okay, I can
Explain
explain.
yourself.
I can explain. Hold on. Wait, wait.
Explain
Okay,
yourself.
part of what happened is that I was trying to finish Tokyo Dark, and that's why I said I could relate to some of your issues because every time I tried
Ah,
to finish this game, it would crash my computer and Steam and Streamlabs.
mhm.
So that was like the third time, and I was like, you know what? I'm so mad. I just want to play random games, and I may have downloaded that game a long time ago. So
Mm.
I was like, I'm just gonna play this. It's a horror game, right? Because I think it was October, right? I
Okay, I
think.
see. Yeah.
Yeah, and I want to go back to it and finish it, but that's yeah, that was an experience that I had.
I remember seeing that game a long time ago in like different advertisements.
Hmm.
It was like, oh, check out this weird funny game. YouTube, a lot of YouTubers did videos about it. Like, look at this
Yeah,
weird franchise or this weird gotcha game.
yeah. So I played it also because I played the one with the pigeons and I really liked it.
Is that the Pigeon Sim dating sim?
Yes. Actually, I have two chapters left for the holiday special,
Uh-huh.
but I ended up deciding to wait until this holiday, so I'll probably finish the two episodes soon.
Fun. What is this question, Macpoyo? You're saying, are you doing your Tetris training? Is that for
Ay,
me?
mira, no empiece. So what basically what happened is that there may have been a collab between a few of us, Macpuyo included, a bunch of
Uh-huh.
Boricuas who were trying to solve an internal family dispute through Tetris. Tetris IO, I think we were playing, right? And
Mm.
Macpuyo won like 90% of the games.
what a
So
what a bully! Mike Pollo is a really big bully to all of us
I
Puerto
know,
Rican streamers,
I know. That's also the stream where I was probably cursing nonstop because I think I'm the only other person who won a few. I think I'm right. But the other two people, hopefully they're not here. They didn't do well.
That's chaotic.
Because at least
But
with Macboyo, we would get pretty close, but he'd always beat me at the end, and he'd just send me all his lines, and then I'd cry.
that's cool. That's cool. I think the last Tetris I played was the Tetris 99 for the Switch, which I love it, and I think I won like one of the games, first game, and then as soon as I did that, it's kind of like a battle royale Tetris. As soon as I won my first battle royale, I was like, okay, I think I'm satisfied.
Yeah, this is similar. So Tetris IO is just like it's kind of like that, but free.
You were saying here, not you, Macpoyo was saying, I was on my corner playing with my Legos. Are you talking about all the Tetris blocks?
Hmm.
Saying one Tetris 99, we can bring. Oh, I mean, I can try. I don't know what I have to train. I have to go back to my training arc on Tetris if I want to show my Tetris skills. And I'm not sure. You know what? This is funny. I haven't played any puzzle games in like a stream, or because that would be really bad because I'm usually too hyper focused on either chat or I don't know if puzzle games are my thing for streams.
Hmm. If it's a
Ah,
collab, it would be different, I think.
maybe, yeah, because I'd be too focused on the competition. I have to like
Yeah.
get distracted. Someone has to freaking put something on my face so I can like keep it straightforward and not turn my head to the second monitor where I can look at the chat
Hmm.
or the other things.
So if we do that again, then we'll invite you, and then you can cry with the rest of us. Or if you beat Macpuyo, I don't know. I'll have to give you a prize or something because I just need someone. to
It's
kick his
something
butt
I can probably
consistently.
do. I can probably defeat. I can probably defeat him in Mario Kart or
Okay.
something
And
like that.
Oh, we should play Mario Kart. I love
Mario
Mario
Kart.
Kart.
It's something I got the new one and I haven't done the new cups. I only did the first DLC. The second DLC I barely played it, but
Same.
I want to get back to it. So it's such a good game to like jump back into randomly. So I may do that. Let's see.
Yeah. Because I got the DLCs too, because a lot of them, they're all the ones that are based on the old games, right? The new maps, yeah.
Family Feud Tetris Edition. That's what Sayori was saying. McCoy is
Yeah,
saying, I'm
that's
sure Sin
basically what
can beat
happened.
me. So I remember I said the same for Galaxy. I'll give
Wow.
it my best. I'll give it my best.
It was a very intense battle. I mean, I had people, because it was all in Spanish, right?
Uh huh.
Um, and I
Oh,
had some of my friends IRL who don't speak Spanish who still watched the stream because they understood the pain even if they didn't understand the words, and they said that they really liked the stream.
no, that's okay. That's one of the things that I love the most about this field when you have people that sometimes join you on your stream, even though they don't like the game that you're playing,
Hmm.
Genshin Impact, they decide to stay there for you.
Hmm.
Because I have a habit of playing a lot of Genshin Impact on stream when I just want to chill and just want to finish with the
Yeah.
events that are limited time. And I'm like, oh, another Genshin stream, fun. Sane is playing the most fun game ever. They're very sarcastic in my chat,
I mean,
and
I would love that, but
I'm just doing my chores in Genshin Impact, and they're like, oh, they jump in just to either throw items at me with the Twitch integrated throwing system,
Mhm.
or just there to chat about either One Piece or either random anime stuff, or just chat with me and ask me how I'm doing. I love my little community that I made so far, and that's why I like it. This is why, and I love I already said it like twice, but I like the fact that we know some of these people that are in the chat together, and that's also an
Yeah.
experience that I didn't think I was going to have myself, because I've never been this social in my life, at least not online as I am now. I'm usually very very
Mhm.
introverted IRL, and online I don't seem to shut the hell up.
I feel like that happens to a lot of people. I don't know. Because my thing is I have to talk a lot or do for my job basically.
Uh-huh.
But I am introverted in my own personal life. However, it usually doesn't tire me out in the same way to like be on stream, you know? Normally it feels very very chill and nice. It's not like my job where I have to talk endlessly and I hate it.
This is ironic because I used to be a teacher, but even as a teacher, I was a teacher
Oh.
in PR. I was an English teacher in high school and in like a college level as well. And it was a great. I like talking a lot as a teacher, but when it came to like social events or afterthoughts, I was like I try to avoid them as much as possible. They just respected me when I used to be like that. Oh, like, you know, I would visit some of the events, but then again, I was like, oh, you want to go to this big, this is very Puerto Rican events, but oh, you want to go to this barbecue that all the teachers are pulling together, and I'd be like,
Mm-hmm.
no, I'm sorry, I got some family things to do, and that's BS, because
Mm-hmm.
the family thing that I needed to do was probably go to an anime convention or something like that, just to waste money on anime figures.
Okay, Sain, I feel like now we have to be best friends because so one of my jobs is the same. So one of the jobs that I do is teaching university classes. First of all,
Oh, that's
yeah. And
awesome.
secondly, I am the same. I like doing some social stuff in person, but it has to be small groups, you know. If it's
Hmm.
big, it's just so tiring. I can't do it.
I
Unless it's a
overthink it.
convention, right? If there's a
Mhm.
purpose, like I'm gonna get something in the end.
I used to overthink it so much when it was just a simple gathering of just going to a barbecue. But then I was like,
Mhm.
what are we going to do there? What's the purpose? I was like, oh my, I had to stop this kind of thing. I just had a bad habit of overthinking, like, what's the benefit for me? It's not like I'm getting
Mhm.
something out of it. I'm like, yeah, I should have just been social, you know? It's just a
Yeah.
nice time. It's just almost like a reward between the teachers. Nothing would do with the school. I was just a gathering and I should have gone kind of. Those are like some of my small regrets when I was
Mm.
on that field. But eh, at the same time, you know, anime con though, I spend a nice time.
It's different. I feel like yeah,
Mm.
I'm much more social at an anime convention, especially if I can meet up with some friends or
Mm-hmm.
people I know or whatever.
Yeah, definitely.
Hmm.
This has been a very wonderful interview. I even went over the limit. I remember that I told you that it's usually like a 30 to 45 minutes, but since it's been a while, I went over the hour, and it's been amazing. I hope you've been enjoying yourself.
Yeah, same. I feel like now that I know more about you too, it's like, oh, we really do have a lot of things in common.
We have a lot of things in commons. And yeah, we do. I was gonna say, do we? I'm like, that sounds so odd, but it's like, it's the way, probably the execution, how we go about things, may be a little different because of my
That
ADHD.
is, yes.
My executions are just bizarre. My ways to play games are just extremely bizarre, according to the chat.
Hmm. It's
But it's
okay.
been
It's
great.
okay
It's
if
been
you get
great.
distracted.
I can be distracted over 1,000 probably.
Hmm.
No, thank you so much for everything. I think I'm gonna I'm gonna ask you just a couple of more last questions if you don't mind.
Sure.
Yeah, thank you to everyone who has been helping out in the chat as well. This has been such a wonderful Saturday night. I love this. I love that I came back to the talk show and it was this amazing experience. I was very nervous, to be honest. I was very nervous because it's been so long, and also no, I just wanted to genuinely um just do a good job, and I hope I did.
You did.
I hope I opened the this collab in a wonderful way.
You did, and you were adorable while doing it.
Thank you, thank you. Okay,
Also, don't
so
read the chat. Everything they're saying are all lies. Please don't pay attention to them.
don't worry, I won't. Especially, I'm gonna ignore a specific fellow that I see in the chat all the time. Definitely. Thank you to both of you. Oh, thank you for being here as well. And I once again, I'm sorry to the people that I didn't completely thank because we were so involved in the chat. Thank you for the subs and the follows for tonight. That's been an amazing, great support. Please don't forget to also follow Galaxy in their Twitter and Twitch and everything, all the plugs. I will plug them, of course, in the YouTube description. Let me see if I can find them right here, so I can just drop them in the chat. What? Okay, there we go. I should have, I usually set, that's one of the things I forgot. I usually have the links ready all at once, and I apologize. My scuffiness, now my scuffiness has been showing.
To
I'm
be fair, you did have to like fix your entire computer, so I think it's okay.
yeah, I guess the next sense. Do it. Do it. Do it. Why don't you help me? There we go. That's the Galaxy's Twitter. Follow them, and Twitch should be right here. You have everything so organized on on your your Twitter. So that helped out so much. Oops,
That's
sorry,
good to
double
know. Because
audio.
sometimes I'm like, have I put the things I need to? I need to make one of those card things, but I've never done one.
I even have to download the word the word documents that I have for my cards. None of that is my computer right now.
Oh my god.
I'm starting almost from scratch.
Good
There we
luck.
go. That's the Twitch. So go follow them, please. That'll be really cool. Just like you followed me earlier. Alrighty. So last couple of things. Anything in particularly you want to share? Anything you want to say in this video for everybody
Hmm.
who's watching? Any advices on this field? Experiences that you want to share as well?
You know, I guess for advice, I would say to not stop yourself from streaming if you think you can't afford it, because you can
Mm-hmm.
start with really basic things. Like when I started again, I
Mm-hmm.
had not much of a setup, um, but I was still able to stream okay. I just had to play, you know, maybe older games or games that didn't take up a lot of memory, and I had to do things differently. But I always feel bad when people think like, oh, I can't afford to be a streamer. And it's like, actually, you probably can. Like there's a lot of ways for you to do it really simply with like a phone or old games. And I guess that
Mm-hmm.
would be my advice, that if you want to start, just do it. You don't have to wait.
Mm-hmm. That is actually amazing advice. It's very. I'm a bit advocate for looking for your own ways and starting from a very simple point. I know some people they get a little hasty and they think they need like an expensive model. I started with a Vroid, and I before I became 2D, I actually had a Vroid about a year ago that I tested the waters, and now that the Vroid app has been modified to be a little better on the PC version, it's so easy to use and it's a free model. You can have a VTuber for free. You can do there's a lot of things you can do for free. And if you do manage to get a very affordable or free 2D model, there's so many free assets that you can use that are amazing. Even I use them, such as this background that you're looking at right now, or the music that you see on stream right now. Because I usually use royalty-free music, and there's a bunch of stuff that it's free to use for streamers. Don't let this become very overwhelming as if it was like a full-time job or anything like that, because you're gonna end up either hating it or finding it to be a burden. So those are really good words of advice from both of us.
Yeah.
Just do it.
And I agree, like, you can find so much stuff for free or very, very cheap. Like, even the setup that I use the most right now, I think the person charged like $5 and they were like, you can use it in any of your streams. So
Exactly.
yeah.
Yeah, it's really cool. If you know if you look around, you can probably make do with what you're already given online. Or obviously always ask some of our members of the community or ask people around there. We can probably help you with that or suggestions. Always ask around. It doesn't hurt to ask, of course. Yeah, I think that's a very wonderful ending to this. A very good positive note. And yeah, once again, thank you so much for being here on this on the return of the talk show.
Yeah, thanks for having me. It was really fun. I'm glad I got to know you better, and I'm glad I was
Same
here for
here.
your re-debut.
Yeah, thank you for being the first here for this experience. Like I said, I put the links in the chat, and I'll also have them in the description. Thank you so much for everyone on Twitch who participated in this talk show, and to those of you watching on YouTube, please don't forget to subscribe, like, and also do the same for our fellow member here, fellow guest. My words are starting to disappear. I think the coffee's starting to wear down just a little bit. It's been a crazy day. It's been a very, very crazy day. I've only slept like 3 hours. One of the bad things that okay, I said I was gonna end with a good positive note, but let's end with a chaotic note. What are some things? What are some bad things that you are known for that the chat will call you out, or something that you probably gotta be like, I have to fix this or I have to fix that? Because one of the things that I do have on my personality it's my lack of sleep. You don't, yeah, there we go.
Oh my
Go to
God.
sleep. They're telling me to go to sleep. I don't go to sleep. I don't sleep much.
I would, but see, that's the thing. I would say that people sometimes get bothered because I tell them to go to sleep. So I'll be going to sleep, and it's because most people are 3 to 4 hours ahead of me, right? So I'm like, if I'm tired, you must be tired. Go to sleep, and they're like, no. I'm like, well, I'm going offline.
Ignore what McPuyo is saying. I absolutely. Uh, yeah, I have a bad habit as well of accidentally showing information on the stream that it should not be showing. Because sometimes either I whip up Twitter or whip up something and a program, and it's like, oh, you're doxing yourself, Sane. I was like, no, hold on, I end the stream on the spot, or I just decide to destroy the stream and nuke. I press the nuke button on everything.
I try to be so careful, and I like crop everything that I'm gonna use so it doesn't show anything else. But you never know.
All right. That's the chaotic note that we wanted to end with this. All right. Once again, thank you, everyone. You all have a wonderful night, and don't forget that tomorrow night we'll have the podcast. It's a podcast it's on YouTube, because I also stream on YouTube. And aside from that, I'll be asking about Black Friday and Thanksgiving. How was everyone? If people here celebrate that kind of stuff, and just sharing, of course, the usual updates what I've been doing through the week. So yeah, see you over there.
If you talk about Black Friday, you have to ask people if something weird happened to them. Please. I love seeing Black Friday videos of chaos. You gotta check those out.
Any experience that you want to share here right now? No?
I can talk about Black Friday another time. I will say that I avoid the chaos, but I'm very good at Black Friday. However,
yeah. I'd love to have
I do like watching the chaotic videos, and some of the videos from Puerto Rico are crazy.
Yeah.
Look up Puerto Rico, Walmart, Black Friday, madness.
I used to work in those.
Oh no! But you know.
Yeah. All right, another time. We'll definitely chat some other time. But yeah, everyone, peace. You have a good night, and see you tomorrow night.
Thanks, everybody. Bye.
Bye-bye. What? Wait, hold on 1 second. You still there?
I'm still here.
One note. What is this about Oreo raids? Is that something you can
Oh
share?
my god. I saw que Zaho puso eso al final.
Right, let's return for 1 second. This happens often. This happens often.
Oh no!
I can't leave like that. They
You want to
caught
know
me.
about the Oreo raid? This is Zaho's fault. Oh, okay. So I work at this place.
Zaho's
Okay.
fault.
That they have a lot of free snacks because some of the work I do is connected to a tech company. I do not work for a tech company, but I may be on a tech campus a lot. Okay. They have really good snacks, but because they have good snacks, they're healthy snacks because they're a tech company. So they mostly have organic crap. However, I love Oreos, and all the Oreos run out instantly. So for a while, it took me, I think, last time 3 weeks to find a single Oreo in like 7 buildings.
What?
Yeah, because they hide. So they don't have like Oreos or candy or soda. They hide them. So it's really hard to find. So I would basically come on stream and be like, I still haven't found Oreos today. And then the next week, I still haven't gotten Oreos. I don't know where they are. But last week, I got like 6 things of Oreos because I found them in 2 or 3 different places. And I sometimes post pictures of my snack raids on Twitter. And they'll just see like random stuff that I've stolen from the snack room, and it's always like fruits and healthy stuff and Oreos.
Okay, that makes sense now. I don't know why I was picturing Oreo Raid was more of a Oreo themed Twitch stream, and
I wish
you promote Oreo or something like that. Yeah, do you work for Nabisco?
I would love that. No, but I love Oreo. Like the amount of times it's like, what's your snack? And it's something Oreo related. Or I get boba, but there's Oreos in the boba. Like I love Oreos. They're so good.
Me too. I love Oreos.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we can probably talk about all those cookies and good stuff another time. For now, let's end it right there. Yeah, not for real. Thank you, everyone. Good night.
Bye.